じゃあ、先輩ですね。
Hey guys, Ashley here with WatchMojo, and today we're going to be taking a look at the top 10 anime of 2021. That's right people, it's the big one! We're going over the anime series and films that dazzled us with their narrative swag and visual flair all year long. As per usual, new properties and sequel seasons are all up for consideration. Did we maybe forget your favourite? Let us know in the comments, and as always, you can catch me on Twitter at AshJBo, so if there's an anime list that you want to see, be sure to head over there, give me a follow, and let me know. Number 10, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Stone Ocean. Seeing out the year with a festive helping of Aura Aura Aura, we have the long-awaited next chapter in the Joestar Bloodline's increasingly crazy exploits.
私も名前をつけるわ。ストーンフリー。私はこの石の海から自由になる。
Taking her father's place in the spotlight, Jolene Cujo not only stands tall as the first female JoJo, but kicked off her solo series in style.
何の話をしている？
だからさ、死で始まる下半身関係の言葉。
Falsely accused and imprisoned, it falls to Jolene and her new band of prison buddies to break out and bring the conspiracy behind her incarceration to light. Between all the new stands and ever-increasing list of waifus, we can't wait to see what heights Jolene and Stone Free will reach. Number 9, To Your Eternity. A meditation on the various aspects of humanity set in a fantasy world rife with danger and ugliness, penned by the author of A Silent Voice. Is it any wonder this made so many weep in the very first episode alone?
僕は僕と解放してただけなんだから。くそ、くそ。そうだね。
Fushi's journey from sentient orb to wolf to boy made for an enchanting viewing experience, and a heartbreaking one. Not only did he have to contend with the grossness of the knockers as they endeavored to steal away his power, but also come to grips with the frailty of mortality as each of his newfound friends and loved ones enter and exit his immortal life. Number 8, Vivi, Fluorite Eyes Song. Blending tense sci-fi shenanigans with the intrinsic nature of music, Vivi's mission to avoid a future where mankind is wiped out by an onslaught of corrupted AI was a thrill ride from start to finish, one that didn't only offer banging songs, but some unexpectedly frantic and fluid action. Even if some elements of the Singularity Project plotline can come across a little off-key, the bond and banter between Vivi and Matsumoto was so delightful that it's worth watching just to see how their companionship evolves. Number 7, That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, Season 2. Cementing itself among the upper echelons of the isekai genre, Rimru's continuing adventures not only brought us plenty more explosive fights, but also dared to venture into darker territory. The sequel season explores that even as a borderline unstoppable slime monster, Rimuru isn't above consequences, and propping up a nation full of monsters in a world where prejudice and human greed is king certainly lends itself to some dire consequences.
アークデーモンだと
Though it may have been worth it when you consider the amazing clashes that sprung from their conflict, or in Shogo's case, a complete thrashing. Number 6, Megalobox 2, Nomad. This sequel had no right to be as good as it was. While it had a solid foundation and served as a worthy successor to tomorrow's Joe, the original Megalobox unfortunately faltered during its all-important final punch-out. And then along came Nomad and demolished our expectations. Going from champion to tormented junkie, Joe's fall from grace had so much weight and nuance to it that watching him slowly rise up to reclaim his dignity and passion for boxing was a true spectacle.
あんた言ったよなまだ夢から覚めてねえってああ最後まで見届けてんだその夢の続きを
That, and we couldn't get enough of Chief.
なあジョー俺はあん時のあんたみたいにキラキラしてるか
Number 5, Odd Taxi. Where on earth did this anthropomorphic gem come from?
お前ブルース・スプリングスティーンの五感に酔ってるよな。
言いたいだろブルース・スプリングスティーン
じゃあ3回言ってみるブルース・スプリングスティーン。
ブルース・スプリングスティーンブルース・スプリングスティーン
言えてねえから。
You've got the silky wordplay of a Tarantino movie, combined with one of the tightest written mysteries to ever appear in all of anime, all saturated in a cornucopia of exquisitely realized characters who just happen to appear as animal hybrids.
あんた生まれはどこなんだ？
宮崎。
ちょっと宮崎民謡歌ってよ。
庭の
歌えんのかよ。
This is certainly one that needs to be watched with untainted eyes, given the abundance of twists, but let's just say being a walrus and a taxi driver in this town isn't easy. Especially when the key players attached to a missing persons case happen to drift in and out of your inner circle.
ああ、どちらも。
Number 4, Ranking of Kings. Which studio just doesn't miss? With an aesthetic straight out of a Ghibli production, this fantasy romp is an utter delight to watch. As the son of a mighty king, the young prince Boji eagerly seeks to live up to the legacy of his father, the only problem being that he's deaf and has no strength to speak of. Not only does he have to overcome the adversity of his weaker body, but also save his kingdom when dark forces threaten to overrun it. By taking classic tropes of the genre and injecting it with an unabashed amount of charm, Wit have created something truly special with this. Number 3, Mushoku Tensei, Jobless Reincarnation. There's something poetic about the original isekai taking back its crown, all thanks to an adaptation that absolutely dominates over its contemporaries. After biting the dust via Truck-kun, a middle-aged loser is reborn in a world filled with magic. As flawed as he is, Rudius's second chance at life has nonetheless unraveled into an epic, sprawling tale, filled with all the action and character introspection we could have wanted. The flawless animation combined with the world building and saga potential has well and truly raised the bar. Number 2, Attack on Titan: The Final Season. Just when you thought it was impossible to top the roller coaster that was Season 3, MAPPA delivered onto us the first part of this modern anime masterpiece's closing chapter. Delving deep into the lore and dropping bombshells with each new episode, the war between Paradis and Marley was more than we could have ever expected. And right at the center of it all, we've got Eren, who by this point has completed his transformation from bratty rebel all the way to Chad with an untold number of layers. Needless to say, we can't wait for part 2.
来いよないな
Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here's a colossal amount of honorable mentions. Laid Back Camp Season 2. Dr. Stone, Stone Wars.
VS 司帝国本土決戦ストーンウォーズの開戦だ
Tokyo Revengers. Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid S.
要するにお前は敵だ。
Komi Can't Communicate. Skate the Infinity. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Evangelion 3.0 plus 1.0, Thrice Upon a Time. Holy shit, it exists! An actual ending to the Evangelion franchise.
僕なんか放っておいてほしいのになんでみんなこんなに優しいんだよ
碇くんが好きだから。ありがとう、話をしてくれて。これ、仲良くなるためのおまじない。
Not only is it confounding that we actually got to this point, but that the final product turned out to be pretty damn spectacular. Serving as the conclusion to the rebuild verse, as well as the series in general, Anno's vision is perfectly realized here, with Shinji and the rest trying to bring an end to the threat of the angels once and for all. While we're sure there were many who were strung due to who actually won the waifu war, it's still very much the good ending fans had been waiting for. At long last, Shinji got in the robots. But hey, let me know what you think is the best anime of 2021. Just head over to my Twitter at AshJBo and let me know.